Yo, I wanted to start off this video by saying we are gladly being poisoned. And if you don't believe me already, if you must be new. Cause yeah, you can just look around. You can just look around at your nearest restaurant, right? Look at what they're selling. They're selling dead flesh. They're selling things with chemicals in it. And that's only the restaurants. Let's go to the convenience stores. They're selling more chemicals, a little bit of dead flesh in those things too. Animal products, in other words. All right, so the convenience stores and restaurants, that's covered, easy. You just gotta look at everything. Now, what else is around us that's poisoning us? The people. Yeah, because once you start waking up to the fact that yeah, something's off here. What do you guys see in the background, man? Cool. All right, so all right, yeah. So then you wake up, right? You wake up to the fact that yeah, everything is poisonous around here. You start talking to people about it, and you'll notice very fast that some of them are gonna defend this system. They're gonna like, because it's a scary reality to be thrown into. Like, whoa, that's true. This stuff is poisonous. I mean, I don't feel like I'm being poisoned, but you are. You know what I'm saying? You're definitely being poisoned, and the side effects are very actually. It's actually pretty clear. You have acne, right? That's not normal. That is not normal. You get sick often, possibly. That's not normal too. And what else? Back pains, just aches, whether it be headaches, stomach aches, just all these different aches, you know. Yeah, get sick often. Oh, and then the people you go to help yourself to heal, right? The hospital, those you go to them, right, for help, and then you guess what they prescribe you chemicals, pills, drugs in the most one of the most literal terms. Drugs. They prescribe drugs to you, chemicals. And so, yeah, see, everyone is being poisoned out here. Even the people who are supposed to help us heal. So yeah, there's something wrong with this society. And what is the way to go? What is the way to go? Like, okay, all right. So let's just process of elimination. Let's get rid of dead flesh. Okay, that leaves us with chips, fruits and vegetables. But if I want to take that a step further, let's get rid of the chemicals, because yeah, this is still chemicals. I know those chips are good, but yeah, that's bad for me. So I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna get rid of that too. So no dead flesh, no chemicals. Instant. I'm left with plants, vegetables, fruits, just stuff like that. So just nature. I'm left with all that. That doesn't sound too bad. It's gonna take some time to get used to, but that does not sound too bad. Um, yeah. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. I'm just thinking out loud. Let me see what else. And let me throw something at you. Hopefully it doesn't like, Amani. You know, hopefully it doesn't make you stop at least listening to what I gotta say. You know, like it might gross you out. Urine therapy. I just wanted to mention it because, like, what if, yeah, this is something, first of all, before I really get started with that, this is something that I really got into a long time ago, and I stand by it. As healthy or unhealthy as I might seem, it's pretty good for you. And this is not coming from anyone else. This is coming from me. Of course, I've had knowledge. I ran into knowledge from other people, right? Other sources about urine therapy, the benefits of urine therapy. But I'm only going to mention what I've experienced. throughout my years. And instantly, when I tried it the first time, yeah, um, my first time drinking my own urine. First of all, before I get what that one, my homie told me. My homie was introducing me to it, and I thought it was like, I'm not gonna do that. That sounds nasty. Like it sounds like waste, you know? It's a waste product, like your poop, same as everybody else. And then I noticed, yeah, he's not getting any sick. He doesn't look bad. Homie looks good, my brother. Homie look all right. He's not getting sick. Skin clear. Okay, okay, okay. So I decided to give it a try, right? Like months later, after like yeah, months later, and what else? So yeah, I started drinking that, right? So the very first time I started drinking it, I did a whole fast. So I woke up and decided, okay, let's give it let's give it a try. My homie's not getting sick. Again, he looks like a looks good. Let's try it. All right. So what else? So all right. So as soon as I woke up, let's give this a try. So I only fasted on urine for the whole day, and you know what I noticed very fast? My metabolism sped up. I urinated very fast and took dumps more frequently. Just everything was more frequent when it comes to bowel movements. You know what I'm saying? Everything was just happening. And yeah, and then ever since that, my skin started getting clearer, and it's just so many benefits. And look, without, because all right, so I've heard it's like it gives you for a man, it really balances out your hormones. It does a lot for your body. But when I say that, it does. Like, I don't know how to explain how I know it helps you produce more testosterone. For me drinking it helped it helped me produce more testosterone. And I don't know how to explain it. It's just something that you feel. It's just something that you feel. I'm very grateful for this stuff. I also use it on my skin. Again, I'm not the perfect example of health, but you know, I'm decent. I'm doing pretty good. So yeah, and yeah, that's pretty much all. You, believe it or not, if this still sounds crazy to you, just give it some time to really settle in, like marinate, like really give it some thought. Is your urine healthier than the pharmaceutical pills? Because at least you know what's in your urine. You know what I'm saying? Everything you ate, the water you drank, the food you ate, you know. So you know what's in there. But these other chemicals, bro, these other chemicals, I don't know about that. These other chemicals, this is not a chemical, I'm sorry. But these chemicals over here, that's just drugging me up. I don't know. It just, to me, it sounds safer to go natural. Everything more natural. You know what I'm saying? So even if you don't agree with the whole urine, which I just threw out, yeah, plants, right? Plants. Plants just, common sense would just say, yeah, that's undeniably not toxic at all or less toxic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, to me it's just not toxic. It's just a plant. But even that, guess what they do to make it grow faster? They start spraying it with chemicals. Like, why? What is going on with the health around here? Why is chemicals so legal? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, get rid of this stuff. Yeah, where are all the plant-based options? Now that I think about it. Yeah, and then you look at the prices on these things. It's just extremely expensive to go plant-based. Not extremely, but it's more expensive. Like yeah, you can get a lot of that for that, and that costs that. You know what I'm saying? Like damn, they do that on purpose. It seems like they do it on purpose. Like, yeah, they don't want you healthy. I wonder why. All right, let's just assume that we all get healthy, right? We're all healthy now. All of a sudden, there's we start healing up, right? All of a sudden, you start noticing you're thinking faster, you feel a lot better, and you use less drugs in your life. You don't even crave these things anymore. less drugs, you don't get sick anymore. So you don't go to the hospital at all anymore. So what happens when a lot of people just stop getting sick? A lot of hospitals just go down. But since we're already smartening up and deciding, being conscious about what we eat, naturally, yeah. So naturally, these hospitals start losing money. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Naturally, they start losing money because less sick patients go in there for help, and on top of the hospitals losing money, we got restaurants having to change up their way of making money as well. You know what I'm saying? Just like doctors. Like yeah, and they're a little bit resistant. Yeah, cause yeah, yeah. I'm just thinking. I'm just thinking out loud with you guys, present. Yeah. Before I go, I feel like there is a spirit in this world that does not like when there is a plant-based spirit here. Yeah, like it tends to, you'll notice very quickly that, yeah, you start speaking about all this, right? You start speaking about your health, like, oh, yeah, in a very respectful way. No matter how respectful you come across, you'll notice that there are people naturally defending a system that's killing them. And it is ridiculous, to be honest with you. But yeah, it happens. You have to have patience too, and don't force this way of lifestyle onto anyone. Just like if it ever comes up, if you ever feel called to bring this type of conversation up, then yeah, be responsible with your words, be respectful, and non-judgmental. Be the best you can be. Yeah, because if you're talking to them about health out of love, you don't want to like bother them. You know, you don't, even though you might be, you're like you're doing it for your own good, right? But there's a way of doing it that will not shut them down to the idea, not shut the idea down to them. You know, like there's a wall that comes down sometimes when you're speaking the truth, but wrong. You're speaking the truth wrong. Like you're forcing it. Like even you might be on point, but then the message get lost because of the delivery. Yeah, so yeah, so if you're doing it out of love, be the best you can be. All right, God bless you guys. I think this is good. I mean, it's obviously good, but yeah. Oh, but like I was saying, there's definitely a spirit in this world that needs to be purged. It needs to be cleansed. That's why we have to be responsible and being the ones to cleanse it. First of all, we have to be the people making the change within ourselves first before we start going to other people, right? That's rule number one. I think that's it. All right, God bless you guys. Let's go.